Hey, Doug Treadwell here, Mountain Life Mentor for Mountain Life Properties up in Highlands, North Carolina. Um, have you ever thought I would just love to have a cabin or a mountain up in the Western Mountains of North Carolina? Enjoy those cool summers, enjoy the hiking trails, maybe play some golf, maybe go on a boat ride in Lake Glenville. But then you think, well, I really don't have enough time to really make that investment worthwhile. Um, whether it's I'm 3 or 4 or 5 years away from retirement, whether I've got kids in school, whatever the reason, um, what if we could show you through this video how you can go ahead and make that dream home purchase and have someone else pay you for it, um, for the ownership until you're ready to use it full time. We've been doing this a long time, well over 30 years, hundreds and hundreds of clients that we've helped put into homes. We've sold investment properties, residential properties, and we just love doing it. We love working with people. We love meeting the new people. We've developed a lot of friends over the years. I get an example for you. We've got Brian and Leah, who are now good friends of ours, but I met them about 8 years ago. They were actually referred by a prior client of mine. I felt very honored that he entrusted me with his friends. But they came into my office and sat down, and we were looking at their lifestyle. He likes to play some golf. She likes to ride bikes. And what do you really like to do? Because the bricks and mortar, what we're really looking for is how to match that lifestyle up for you. And when we really got down into the nuts and bolts of it, they were really only going to use it for a month or so at this point in their time. They were 5, 6 years away from retirement, and but thought maybe we could put something together for them. So we looked at a rental program where they're going to use it for 1 month a year. We were able to rent it out for 4 months, and that 4 months covered their carrying costs. And the beautiful thing about this is that, going back 7 years ago to today on a comparative basis, they've got a beautiful place, backs up to a lake. Similar properties to theirs are now selling for about $300,000 more than what they paid for it 7 years ago. So it's worked out really well for them. Some of the concerns that they had when we were looking at this is, well, we don't want to mess with the rentals. We don't want to have to meet a renter. We don't want to have to try to find a renter and all of the details that go with that. And the answer is pretty simple: is we can take care of that for you. We've been doing this a long time. We are selective in how we do this. And then another question they brought up is, well, what about maintenance? What about inspecting this property when we're not here? And again, we have clients that we work with that we go into their properties, once a week, once a month, twice a month, depending on what they want, and just check on things for them. We've got handymen and contractors that can take care of things for them as well. We've got another couple that we worked with that really only wanted to use their place when they came in. They wanted to be close to the water, and really were only going to use it for about 6 to 8 weeks a year. We were able to put a 6 month tenant in there. The same tenant came back 3 years in a row. That seems to be a common theme, but came back 3 years in a row and more than carried the cost of that. And then we're able to continue to work with these people. They ended up actually selling about a year ago. They purchased this particular property for about $950,000, and they sold it for just under $1.5 million last year. So it worked out really well for them. But you get the idea that just because you don't have enough time to use it, we can actually set up a financial deal on the rentals where we either cover your carry costs or come very close to it, but still allow you the opportunity to use this place during the time when it's not rented. So you do get to enjoy the benefits of it. So the other side of that is as a distance purchase, because basically most of the people we deal with up here in the mountains, it's a second or third home, is how do you handle the closings? How do you handle the inspections? I mean, when finding the house is one thing, and then actually getting it to closing is another deal. And that's something that we really take great pride in terms of taking care of the whole process, essentially hand-holding it through the process with inspections and septic inspections, and finding the right attorneys and going just the whole. There's a myriad of things that have to be done, and we take care of all of those things for you and stay in contact with you. We've got a team of 6 people up here in the mountains that we all work together to make sure that this is a smooth transaction for you. So as you're going through this process, and now how you've heard how this works and how we do it, why not come on up to the mountains? We know the mountains are calling you because you signed up on our home search site to look at some properties up there. You may be looking for this summer, you may be looking for a couple years down the road. We'd be happy to help you out. What we'd like you to do is reply to this email with a good time to call, and we will reach back out to you. One of the Mountain Life members will get back to you. We've got Dan Dowdy, John Sheehan, myself, Doug Treadwell, Kelly Ramsey. One of us will reach back out to you. Just let us know what's the best time to call. You just have to reply to this email. My phone number is on the bottom. That's my personal cell. You can call me. You can text me. My email's down there as well. We look forward to hearing from you soon, and we'll talk to you again next week. Thanks.